Hi, Judd and Penny. Welcome back. I know last week we were able to discuss a little bit about why we're here. And I know that last week we also began sort of like a genogram. We were able to talk, Judd, about your grandparents and your parents as well. And Penny, we were able to dig a little deeper into your family. So this week, I really want to get into how you, Judd, specifically made connections with your family, primarily your father, and I want to know how you um, responded to his loss. Okay, let's talk more about your father. Did you all have a good relationship, or how were you in talking to him about issues you were having?
I never talked to him about any issues. I didn't feel like I could come and talk to him about issues because he kind of was like this perfect man. We never knew that he made any mistakes or anything because he was always, in my eyes, he was always perfect. So me coming to him, talking to him about something would make me not perfect, and I always tried for perfection. Well, actually, my mom told me that he actually made mistakes. He almost lost his business. And my mom kind of um, got it back on the ground. But yeah, to answer that question, I didn't talk to him about anything. I'm not either. I didn't talk to anybody about it, or I went to my sister.
Okay, okay. So, do you feel like that affects you in any way in how you handle your current issues?
Yeah, um, I've always just planned out things. So when something doesn't go my way, I don't know how to take it. I kind of just shut down. And kind of just I just shut down.
All right. And what about your mother? Explain to me a little bit more about how you felt about talking to her in regards to issues that you were having.
Like I said, I normally kind of talk to my sister. But when dad died, I was able to talk to mom, and she made me feel better because she let us know that dad wasn't just this emotionless guy. You know, he felt emotions, and um, he wasn't as perfect as we thought. But mom, talking to mom, I don't know. I don't really like talking to mom about things.
Okay. So I'm gonna swing it back around, and I want to ask you, how was it telling your parents that you and Penny were at the point where you were separated?
Well, I was mad when I told him, so I didn't really feel any emotions then. I just kind of like my sister made me mad, and I just told her. I was like, "What the hell with it," you know. And then afterwards, I kind of felt different emotions. For one, I kind of felt that weight was off my shoulders, and then for two, I kind of felt embarrassed because my life didn't go out as planned like I wanted to go as planned. So,
So was that the first time that the emotions really had hit you hard, or had you experienced any processing before that?
not really. I think I was just wallowing in it, kind of like just didn't want to talk to anybody, being depressed, kind of like. But I wasn't like mad or angry. I mean, even when I saw them in the bed, I kind of just went in the kitchen and sat down. I didn't even do anything. So,
Okay, well, we're going to talk a little bit more about how you can get those feelings out without exploding.
mhm.
Um, okay, but Penny, I want to jump back to you, and I want to talk a little bit about how your relationship was with your father and mother, and if you felt like when different situations and feelings came about, were you able to express them appropriately?
Well, I have a good relationship with my father. My relationship with my mother is so. As I explained in the last previous therapy session that we had, my mom cheated on my father, so that kind of broke my trust with her a little bit, and it brought me and my father closer together. Um, but far as like verbalizing my feelings, I can express my feelings more so to my father because he's more understanding. He will, kind of just let me process my feelings, hear what I gotta say. He'll make me feel like it's okay for you to cry. But with my mom, she kind of shuts me down. Like, she's kind of cold hearted. She doesn't really express any feelings. So it's kind of hard for me to kind of talk to her and kind of verbalize like how I feel, because I feel like me talking to her is either she has to get the last word and she tells me what's right and what's not right. But,
okay. So I want to try this. I want to ask you how do you feel Judd responds to you in times of through your relationship prior to us being here. How do you feel that he responds to you when you were going through things, or if it was something that went on at work? How was you all's communication? And Penny, I want you to use I position. Okay, I don't want you to blame any behaviors or say he, you. I want you to state things from an I position.
Okay. If there was a situation that I had going on at work, Judd would come home, we would have dinner. I would tell him, well, babe, today my day was kind of fucked up. This is what happened. And I just felt like he was kind of listening, but wasn't really listening. Would go in one ear and out the other. So he's not really good with, I don't know, like the communication was off.
Okay, Judd, and I want to do the same thing with you. I want you to tell me how you feel the communication was with Penny, using I statements. If you felt like she was giving you what you need, or if you felt like the same as she felt. Could you tell me a little bit about how you feel your relationship was going prior to us being here?
Penny talked a lot, so I let her talk.
Okay. All right. Understood. I positions.
Oh. I listened a lot. Okay. I responded sometimes. Sometimes it wasn't nothing to respond to.
Okay. So, Judd, ask you again. Do you feel like Penny gave you what you needed when you were going through a situation? How did you feel when you talked to her?
She listened. She listened. She was emotionally there, but I never really talked to her a whole lot.
Okay. All right. Now, the reason why I'm getting into this is because you both are getting ready to have a child together.
Mm-hmm.
And based on what you're going through, based on what you went through, basically, Judd, you're experiencing some forms of emotional cutoff, and Penny, you as well. So you guys are bringing a child into the world, and sometimes with families, when you have a child, these behaviors and these things that you all do, the attention that you have towards each other can triangulate to the child. So when your child is born, you don't want your child to be born into a chaotic situation where you guys don't have good communication. So that's why it is so important for us to discuss how you support each other. Do you meet each other's needs? That's going to be vital in raising a child together and giving them what they need. Okay. So, Judd, I want to ask you again about how you feel your connection is with Penny. Do you feel like this relationship will work?
Yes, as long as the baby mine.
Okay. Penny, do you feel like this relationship with Judd will work?
I think it could work if the communication gets a little bit better.
Okay, well, we need to continue to work on processing how you feel specifically, Jill, without saying she does this or she does that. And Penny, we need to work on how you feel versus what he does and putting the blame on him. Okay? All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.